Howdy, howdy. They call me the Hoff, and I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I've lied to you before, so why stop now? We're gonna play MegaMan X3, because I played the first two, and that plot doesn't matter. Let's just get this party going. One thing we really need to keep in mind here, I did not play this game much at all as a kid. So this is going to be an entirely different ball game from the first two. I've practiced a bit. I've run through the game twice. I am still, however, going to be shamelessly using a walkthrough so I don't waste your time doing a bunch of backtracking. Hey, but like I said at the end of X2, look how much bigger Zero is than he was at the end of the last game. Why is Zero so much bigger? And he's still an arrogant prick. Like, oh, I'm gonna go do all the hard work. You go do the bitch work. Like, come on. I've saved your ass twice. Like, it's not my fault, you know, this attack happened in the middle of the night and I forgot to get dressed. However, it's not that I didn't play this game at all as a kid. It was just kind of a rarity for me. I remembered it being harder, and sure enough, it was. I'm playing it now, it's just, oh yeah, X gets captured, blah blah blah. Far too trusting, blah blah blah. Nobody cares. Stop it with the plot, nobody cares. And it just, sure enough, the bosses, like, just touching one of the bosses will do at least half of your starting life bar. But here's the novelty for this game. You can play as Zero anytime you want. This is one of two times I'll probably be doing so. He's designed to be kind of overpowered to help like as a crutch through some of the harder parts of the game, but the problem is you can't collect any of the power-ups as Zero. So anything you want to do, you have to do with X, like to actually make X get stronger. So there isn't much of a benefit to using Zero, except for that Z-Saber, which is really neat. Probably the strongest. It's probably comes second to the Hadouken in the first X game as far as most powerful weapons, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. And here we go. Alrighty. This guy continues the tradition of these guys being pushovers. All right, we are moving along. We're gonna do it. Now, this game was also on the PlayStation. I believe it was on the Sega Saturn too, but God knows what was on the Sega Saturn. Sega doesn't even know it was on the fucking Sega Saturn. So, whatever. Looks like we swept out most of the enemies, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So now we're officially underway. And here's to hoping I don't disappoint you. And according to the path I'm following, we gotta go through Blizzard Buffalo? Now, if you played this on the PlayStation version, you got like a little FMV cutscene here instead of this. Blizzard Buffalo. Buffalo, 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 Buffalo. That's all good. The music in this game is pretty alright. They really stepped it up with deciding the, for a lot of the tracks, at least the tracks that stand out to me, the lead instrument is a MIDI version of an electric guitar, so that's pretty neat. However, if my research is any indication, which it might not be, you can't actually play them on a guitar unless you have like a 30-fret guitar. My longest net goes up to 20. I have a 27-fret guitar. which is okay, but it's not designed to be played in standard tuning. That's a bit of a digression. This game is the most involved of the three on the Super Nintendo. And I'm not necessarily saying that as a compliment. This is my least favorite, which is part of why I didn't play it as much. It's just... everything you have to collect is really tedious. There's a lot of backtrack. Like, if you recall... damn it. Like, and again, maybe it's just because I didn't practice it as much as a kid, but that's going to be useful. Yeah, I'm probably going to actually die a bunch in this. God damn it. There we go. A lot more precision platforming in this game than X1 had. Alright, so here we get New Boot Day! And you know how I feel about new boots. Oh, those are some kick-ass boots. And now you can do that, which is pretty much dashing straight upward is useful pretty much only to get items. You never really do it for anything other than getting an item. Yeah. Now, something I do recall, like as a kid, that made me think this game was harder than it was it wasn't until I started replaying these games as an adult and seeing other people play them that I realized that you could, like, dash wall jump, which I've been doing a lot of in these playthroughs, but I didn't even realize you could as a kid, so the concept of getting extra air off a wall jump, it wasn't happening for me, which makes the bosses basically impossible. Alright, here we go. Blizzard Mammoth, or whatever. I don't like having to concentrate on bosses. I know in this room, actually doing the mid-air dash that my new kick-ass boots let me do is better than the dashing wall jump. But... okay. I don't know, we're not doing as bad as I could be. You know, watch me jinx it, but okay. Yeah. I practiced a little bit. This is my third time playing through this game this week. Before I started recording, I beat it one last time. There we go. Wow. I'm pretty sure he's always taken at least one life from me. Alrighty. So he's dead. And we won't have to worry about him again for, you know, a bit. He'll come back. They always come back. Alright, I got this thing. What's it do? What's it do? Oh, hey, it's a slow-moving ice spike. What do you know? That's going to be almost entirely useless. Anyway, that's good, good progress for right now. When we get back, I will be taking on Tunnel Rhino and taking him out of commission. And I look forward to seeing you there.